Hello everyone, welcome back. Today there's a moderate risk, which is a 4 out of 5, and this is including a 15% hatched tornado risk. But before we do get into that, please make sure to like and subscribe. This does help out in any way. Alright, now let's get into this. So there's a 15% hatched tornado risk, so that is a 15% risk of tornadoes, and then a 10% risk of significant tornadoes. And then there's also a 45% significant wind risk and a 15% hail risk. Let's take a look at the radar right now. There is a tornado warning, and this is a PDS tornado warning. There is actually a tornado on the ground, and there is also a large area of severe thunderstorm warned areas, and this some of these warnings are 70-mile-per-hour warnings, and some earlier were 80-mile-per-hour warnings, and we will watch for those to be upgraded back to 80-mile-per-hour warnings again. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the HRRR model. This is actually verifying pretty well for right now, so let's start this off. This is around 11 a.m. and you can see that cluster of storms and that line of storms in Mississippi and Louisiana. And keep this moving. That does move into Alabama, portions of Florida, and then Georgia. And then keep this moving. That will start to die down, and then we will have that reinitiation of storms back in the earlier morning hours. Switching to this tornado watch as well, that is up. There's a tornado watch for portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, and there's also one in portions of Florida and Alabama, but we will get to that in just a minute. Switching to this one in Louisiana and Mississippi, there is a 70% chance for the probability of 2 or more tornadoes and a 50% chance of the probability of 1 or more strong tornadoes, which is an EF2 or higher. There's also a 95% chance for the probability of 6 or more combined severe hail and wind events. Switching to this tornado watch in Alabama and Florida, there's also a 70% chance for the probability of 2 or more tornadoes and a 50% chance of the probability of 1 or more strong tornadoes, which once again is EF2 or higher. This also includes a 90% chance for the probability of 6 or more combined severe hail and wind events. Switching to day 2, we do have 2 areas of a slight risk. Both of these do include a 5% tornado risk, a 15% wind risk, and then that northern slight risk does include a 5% hail risk, but that is a lower threat, so we can expect maybe some small hail, but nothing crazy. Some areas that are included in the slight risk in the southern area are Savannah, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, almost Orlando, Florida, but Tampa, Florida is included. And then the Ohio Valley slight risk, this does include Cleveland, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Charleston, West Virginia, and almost Louisville, Kentucky. Once again, we're going to switch back to this radar. We actually do have a new tornado warning. This is a radar confirmed, a radar indicated rotation warning, sorry. And so this could get upgraded to a confirmed tornado warning, but it's not at this time. But there are some very tight areas of rotation in these storms. So that is basically going to be all I have today. We will actually look at the NAM 3 kilometer as well. This is verifying pretty well, and keep it moving. This is around noon, and this is, I believe, Eastern time, so just put it back an hour. And so this is around 3 o'clock. We do have that line of storms in portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and then this does start to move into Florida and possibly areas of Georgia, but that does look like it dies down a little bit, but then we will have that reinitiation of storms in the earlier morning hours and early afternoon in portions of Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and possibly even small areas of North Carolina as well. Alright, so that is all I have today. But once again, moderate risk, 4 out of 5. Strong tornadoes likely. Very damaging winds are likely. And there's already been some wind events of possibly 80, possibly even up to 90 miles an hour. And there's been some very significant damage just from those winds from the storms. Alright, that is all I have. Please keep your notifications on, stay weather aware, and stay safe. Bye.